whole lot of things up against it. Oh, hey. Welcome to another Ramble Radio.
After dark.
Dude, when are we going to stop doing these?
I don't know. We got to stop doing it.
Because you and I both know it's going to get ugly.
Yeah. And I feel sorry for the ramblers who are listening to this, knowing what they have to listen to at the end of this.
It's tough. And you think
it's tough.
You think it's just you and I. Well, I don't know how he's feeling because you know how much alt-right Cody was saying. Well, just release the Epstein. Release the logs. Release the Epstein log.
Yeah, do it.
Trump had him on speed dial. They did it, and Trump's all over it, and Trump had him on speed dial. So I don't know how alt-right Cody is. But remember, pedos are so bad. We got all the liberals are pedos, and we got to get rid of them. But
I'm sure he wasn't talking. He was probably talking about golf with Epstein. I'm sure it was all just about golf.
Just golf. Come on, his golf game.
Right. I'm sure
there's no way he could be. No way the guy who makes all these other morons call anyone a pedophile who disagrees with them. No way that guy's one.
No.
There's
no
he's
chance at all.
There's no way he's projecting. Not a single way.
No, not him. Not a good Christian man like him.
Not that good Christian grab him by the pussy-er. Not that guy. Yeah. No. Jeez, and what if that fucking lump of shit was talking about when he said grab him by the pussy? What if he was talking about some shit he did with Epstein? That fucking worthless fucking mutt, fucking pile of human shit. Amazing. Anyone thinks that's my guy. That's my guy.
That's my guy. That's my guy. Fucking, that's my guy. That's me. That's I like him.
But
he tells it like it is.
He tells it like it is as he's raping children. Give alt-right Cody a belated happy birthday, though. It is
absolutely happy birthday to alt-right Cody.
Alt-right Cody in America.
We're a week apart on our birthdays.
Alt-right Cody in America, Eddie, right there. Just right there.
Right there. That's what he's got his finger on the pulse of America. That's alt-right Cody right there. Just finger right there. Right there on the pulse.
All right, so I have something to talk to you about. And I think this could be very... This might be the most controversial moment in Ramble history if I go there.
Wow.
Do I?
Okay, before you shock the Ramble Nation.
Okay.
Before you shock Ramble Nation.
Yeah.
Can I see what I dug up while I was with my parents? Because I'm always digging up old toys.
Always finding some old toys.
Always like over the holidays, I built Devastator.
You mean in 10 seconds? In 10 seconds. And then that fucking
both Voltrons.
Car Voltron in like 30 seconds, even though there's like 800 characters in Car Voltron.
800 car up here, all from memory. Muscle
all
memory.
right there.
But look, I got the boxes to my masks. Look at that. I have the box.
Is that KB Toys?
The price there. Look. That's KB Toys. Look at that.
Let's see. $14.95. $14.95.
Actually, and back then, your price $11.97.
Back then, $11.97. That's like a $40 toy today, right? About.
Look at that. Gorgeous.
Wow. Oh.
Automobile.
Oh.
Look at that fucking thing.
God, I wanted that one. He was like the leader of Mask, wasn't he?
Matt Tracker. That's him right here. Blonde hair, blue eye, leader. That's the way it should be. Aryan leader of Mask.
Aryan leader of Mask. See,
I
had the black guy in the 57.
Don't even wear the mask. Don't cover it up.
Why?
Don't cover up
Let
that
him know.
BB.
Let him see.
Let him know.
Let him see. Wouldn't that have been funnier if, like, when Trump was talking shit about how he has it cognizant, he's like, I can build Menosaur faster than this guy. Let me bring me all the combatant guns. Give me all the who was the Stunticon? Bring me all the Stunticons. I'll make Metasaur right now. Believe me.
Any of the combiners.
I'll make him faster than this guy. I'll tell you that. I tell you what, this guy. By the time I'm done with Bruticus, he's still trying to figure out where Bruticus's head goes. Let me tell you, bring me all the combaticons right now. I'll make Bruticus.
Any combiner right now. Blindfold me. I'll build a combiner.
Blindfold me. I'll put Computron together blindfolded. I can just feel them. I'll know which one of the Technobots, and I'll have Computron.
You know what? He might win my vote if he does that. He
still
may win
wouldn't
my
for
vote
me.
if he does.
Still wouldn't do it. It still wouldn't be enough. Still wouldn't be enough. You know, with my left hand, I'm going to make Defensor, and then with my right hand, I'm going to put together Superior. Nobody else can do it. Oh, fuck.
Okay, shock the world with your...
Okay, we all know how hated 933 minus 622.
We do. So hated we don't say their name on this show. So
933 minus 622.
Yeah. So hated we don't utter their name.
1,000.
We have to do complicated math to talk about them.
1,322 minus 1,011.
That's how much they're hated.
I think I might have found a song that could be worse than anything they've ever done. That's why I don't know if it's worth bringing up, so I just keep
That's a bold statement.
I know.
That's a bold statement.
All right.
Because we could end up thinking less of you after this.
Right.
That's the risk you're running.
What if it's Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones? That's my pick. But here, okay. Eddie, I want to put you in these shoes, okay? You're driving, you're alone, you're cranking it. And you know that you have one or two options. You either listen to this song or you listen to a song by 977 minus 666.
Right.
Okay? Is that
okay?
All right. This is a story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. I knew it. I think I'm... This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. It's so tough, isn't it?
It's tough.
What do you do? Which one do you
I don't know if I can give it to you. I don't know if I can give it to you.
You still think you would take that over? I mean, I might too. I'm just
trying to imagine if I'm driving down a desert highway.
Yeah.
And that comes on the radio. I'm like, fuck, and I got to change the channel. And the only other station I'm getting... Yeah, I'm getting one of their songs.
Right.
I'm trying to debate, do I turn back? Or do I just turn the radio?
Or do
I just rip the radio out and throw it out the window?
Right. Now, let me... What is it? Because you can't turn it off. You have to hear it.
I have to listen to one.
And would this be a great Twilight Zone episode if every time the guy changes it, whatever song it is starts from the beginning?
Yeah.
So he's just eternally trapped, having to pick between anything but They Who Must Not Be Named or This Is the Story of a Girl Who Cried a River and Drowned the Whole World. How do you do this?
I don't know. I mean, every time he tends to turn it off, the power doesn't work, and it just resets the song to start over again.
So you're just trapped. So you have to pick which one are you going to fight. Ramble at theramblepod.com.
Oh.
You tell us which one are you picking. Anything by They Who Must Not Be Named or This Is the Story of a Girl Who Cried a River and Drowned the Whole World. Like, that one's pretty rough.
Now, when that band was sitting around writing that song, and the guy and the lead singer came in with the lyrics, I go, don't worry, I got lyrics for that. Don't worry, I got the lyrics. And then he starts singing it. Are they just like... Are they just like, yeah, or are they just like, what the fuck?
Why? Fuck is this? What the fuck is happening?
He cried a river and drowned the whole...
What is this?
The fuck kind of...
Do you know what upsets me about this choice I've presented you?
There's no clear-cut winner. There's no decision.
If this was the third option, I would be forced to take the third option, and it would pain me. That's how bad those two are. But you know what the third... Do you know how sad would be someone showing up on Gilligan's Island with a boat And you know how bad it would is? And I think you're with me on this, okay? So
this is your lifeline. This is the lifeline you're taking.
Okay, if this is the lifeline, do you take it? That's the next question.
Okay.
And even when your hope is gone, move along. Like I think I have to take.
I don't take that lifeline. I think I take the fucking Sally cried the whole world and drowned them. I think that's worse.
Ooh, I don't know. But I think those are your big three, correct?
Oh.
You're winning an unlistenable title with those three, right? If that's your big three, you're winning You're winning the unlistenable championship, don't you think?
But just imagine, somewhere in the world, someone has a mixtape with those songs on it.
Everything from They Who Must Not Be Named. And even when your hope is gone, move. And then this is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. Oh, man.
Meet Virginia.
Oh, give me that. Dude, I think Train. Hey, soul sister, ain't that Mr. I'd be like, yes, fuck, I guess. I have to.
Fucking All-Star. Smash Mouth All-Star.
I have to.
We're on repeat. Yeah. I'm on repeat the whole drive.
Instead, you have to drive to Vegas.
Hey now, I'm an author.
Somebody wants. Give me that.
Hey now.
How fucking rough.
You have to. You have to.
There's no other question. This is the story.
Hey now.
Oh fuck. Now, we got to get down. There's so much brass and so much tax that we have to talk. So the official, the judges' scorecards are in.
Yeah.
You have Acolyte so far with a 3-2 record. Is this right?
They're 4-2 record. It's a 4-2 record for me.
I have them at 3-3. They're 4-2. I have them at 3. I think this was
still playoffs are still alive for both of us.
For both of us, the playoffs are still they're still. And I think this. I'm gonna say this was the best win of the season. Was episode 6.
Most decisive win of the season for you.
The most decisive win of the year.
Statement game. Game.
This was a statement. They went. They went on the road. They went on the road, hostile environment, and they came out with
severe underdogs in your eyes.
And they won by double digits and easy.
Wow.
Like there was. Did you get the one thing I thought might have been the pick six by the other team?
Was it the scene between May and the fucking ferret when she gets squirted with the oil?
Like, whoop, whoop, okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep. Yeah,
I was like, when that came on, I'm like, that's the pick six. That's the
pick six. There it is.
That's you got it at 2nd and 1 on the 50, and you run a reverse and lose 15 yards. That's what happened.
So
right
what
there.
do you think?
That was just a brain fart of a play call.
Right. Well, which? Because I said two options. That's either the pick six or that's it was just an inexplicable 3-and-out from the offense that had been rolling all game long. Which would you give?
Just a quick stall by the offense.
Yeah. Do you give it is it as damning as a pick six, or is it more of a okay?
No, because I don't think it cost them. I don't think it was something that damaged them like a pick six would. I really think it was like they were at midfield. Right. They just had a 9-yard run on first down. It was 2nd and 1.
Right.
They get another first down. They complete 3 minutes, get in field goal range, kick a field goal. What they did is 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard run on first down. They called a 15-yard reverse or a reverse, and the defense just blows it up. They lose 15 yards and the punt.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's what that was. It was just like.
But
what are you doing? You got a good game plan. Stick to the game plan.
Now, for those who don't want spoilers, this is going to be a spoiler heavy from here on out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you mind if I present to you my theory on my fan theory on the Acolyte right now?
Please give us the deets on the fan theory.
I believe the Stranger is the embodiment of the dark side of the Force. I think he's the brother, if you know that episode I'm talking about from Clone Wars. I think it's in a sense of like those all folklore have those stories where like Loki or from Loki to the fucking devil went down to Georgia. They all have
one of the gods
parable,
comes down and starts fucking around.
and I think that's what this thing is doing. He's just like, you know what? I'm bored. Let me just go. The Sith aren't around. Good. Let me go fuck around. But the dark side is not being used.
Well, maybe he's not just fucking around. Maybe he's down there because, like, you see the green lady at the point is like something that shifts the balance. Maybe he's coming down like, okay, enough. We've had 1,000 years of Jedi rule. I need to tilt the scales a little bit.
Let's have fun with this. And also I wonder if he created May and Osha, and if he may have also said, okay, fuck it, I'll try Anakin. This didn't work out. Let me go make another one. I'm hoping this guy is the embodiment of the dark side of the Force. It would be interesting. That's my hope. That is because when he says I've been around, I come from a long time ago, whatever. The guy's 22. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for him to
say, he looks young.
I'm that old.
I've been around for a while.
He's the embodiment. But this episode picked it up.
And he also tells Saul he knows him. He's like, you know me.
And I look at that as that whole thing of, I think Saul was dark side for a minute. And I think the Green Jedi Master redeemed him and believed in him to keep his redemption. So I think, and by saying, you know me, I don't think Saul has ever met that person in his life, but Saul has met the dark side of the Force, and that's what that guy means. Because I think that guy is the embodiment of the dark. That's what I'm hoping the stranger is. That's what I'm hoping
now,
is happening.
Do you think, with your theory, which I like your theory, that Saul did flirt around, did do a little, he dipped his fingers in the dark side badge.
He did some dark siding.
Do you think he did that on that homeworld with the Coven of Witches? And that he's the one who burned everything and killed all the witches, and like that was his moment where it was sort of like he sort of flirted, and that's sort of like because he's
I think it was
something happened there.
Yeah, but I don't think it was Saul. I think Saul was before that. I really think it was before that because I think
there was that one moment in episode 3 where he pulls his lightsaber real fast when he's meeting the witches, and then he gives what's her face from the Matrix a look, Carrie Ann Moss, and he's like, and then he hands the girl the lightsaber.
I think he was that before, and I think he was. So I don't think he had anything to do with what happened there, but I think he and I think the guy Lee Young Jae, I think he's incredible because here's my deeper theory, Eddie. My deeper theory, and even if it's just this episode, even if it's not the Acolyte as a whole, but episode 6, I think, again, I think Lee Young Ye, or I don't know how you pronounce his name, his last name, but I think he is doing a perfect job of showing someone who is a recovering addict. I really think this, at least that episode, or maybe this little arc in this is about addiction, because I think he represents the guy who is struggling with the fact that he's been clean for a long time and he's trying to stay clean, right? And I think
the call to the dark side is very strong.
I think May and Osha represent, Osha is someone who just got clean. May is someone who's trying to get clean. And the stranger represents the drug. He's the perfect drug. He's like, y'all should be smoking this shit right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this
I
is better than
I got the good shit.
I'm better than the Jedi. I'm better than those stupid witches who didn't know what they were doing.
Well, it's like that one moment in the first episode where Saul's got that hologram up of either May or Osha, you don't know who, and it's just like it's almost like him taking a little hit of just like a little dark side hit.
And I think in a way he's like a sponsor for that. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't want to believe anyone could fuck up. He wants to believe in May and Osha. And
he has to believe anyone can be redeemed, or he can't believe he can be redeemed.
And if that's the story, and that's why I also think he doesn't scold the youngling who says, I see fire. He's like, yeah, I did too.
Because he's like, I have to be able to believe. I got to believe that you can be good too.
Right. He's like, hey,
or if not, I can't be.
Right. In his head, he's probably thinking, I saw fire too. Oh, good. And I'm here. I'm with the council. Whatever. I'm a Jedi. You can be redeemed. I think he's playing him brilliantly as someone who is like a recovering addict. Is he gonna give in? We don't know, right?
And it makes sense that fucking the stranger says, "You know me," because that means you've dibbled in the dark side of the forest.
Right, you've come to my side of the field. You've been to my side of the field. You know what this is like.
And if he is the living embodiment of the dark side, then you've tapped into me.
Right, and that's why he's the brother. And I think that Scar is bullshit. I think that Scar is just to get Osha to be like, wait, the Jedi did this to somebody? You know what I mean? I think he's just just creating these things to mind fuck them and be like, no, look what the Jedi did. You know, I really think he is the embodiment of the dark side of the Force. He's not Sith. That's why he's got that helmet where he can fucking that thing again. Like I joked earlier, why wouldn't everybody just have that fucking thing? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't the Emperor just send? Once he took over, wouldn't he just send everybody? You go to every fucking planet. I don't give a fuck how.
Every stormtrooper should have Cordis armor.
Yes, all these motherfuckers are loading up on this, but it didn't happen. So I think because he is who he is in that theory, he knows the one place, that one little pocket in the universe to go get this shit and make a helmet out of. And
it's also sensory deprivation. When she puts it on at the end, everything's black and you just hear her breathing, which sounds very much like Darth Vader.
Yeah, it's a great ending. And another reason to think he's living but I don't think he can be killed. Those worms, those insects they were eating him alive, and he comes back without a scratch on him. I think he's just fucking with everyone. I hope. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my take on Acolyte. And I think and because of that, it has won me over. When I was ready to be like, fuck the coach, fuck the GM,
you're gonna clean house.
I was ready.
Front office, coaching staff.
Right.
You're gonna hire the trade deadline.
This was the best episode of the series. I thought by a mile. I mean, I really like the one before that. I just loved that lightsaber. That was some of the best Star Wars lightsaber action. The lightsaber duel.
This one was. This was the most interesting episode so far, and one of the most interesting episodes that Star Wars has done in their TV shows.
Yes, absolutely.
One of the most interesting ones. I mean, it's right up there with some of like the Balin Skull stuff from the Ahsoka series. Yep. It's like right up there with like.
Do you think this dude is Octo? Do you think that's Octo where he's at?
I mean, it looks very much. I mean, I was waiting to see a Porg just to be like, it's Octo.
Well, there it is, Octo.
And you saw those other things, but it would make sense that he's there because that Luke went there because that was the original Jedi Temple.
Right. And
so there's something there. Maybe it's not the Octo Island. Maybe it's the same planet, but it's a different island where that's the home of the dark side.
Maybe that's where the Sith Jedi Temple popped up. Right. Maybe that's where the Sith first.
The original Sith Temple.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's a different planet just right next to it. Maybe they're both moons or something.
But it looks so much like Octo. That's a definite choice they made.
Yep.
They're not just picking random
right
biomes. They're like, okay, well, it's just this one now. It's just an ocean and an island. No, it looks very much like Octo for a reason.
Dude, this shit won me back. It won me back, and I hope. What, 3 more left?
2 more.
9 or 8? 8. 2 more.
I think it's 8.
All right. Yeah, I'm
I'm
curious to see. And again, the problem with shit like this is it makes me so mad that we had so much filler bullshit. When you were sitting on something this good,
right?
Then just give me 4 of these. Give me a 4-episode.
I think that's the problem with that. To me, that's the problem with the series. And the only one that seems to have really hammered it out the way they did it, and I think it's the way they broke it up was Andor, because they did everything was a 3-episode arc. Every writer had 3 episodes. They told a mini story. There was a through line through everything, but everyone had their own little 3-episode mini arc. And I think that's why it felt satisfying all the way through the series, because you had these little arcs that paid off. Whereas with these other series, or Obi-Wan or Boba Fett, there's 2 solid episodes in each series, and then there's just 4 or 5 episodes of just what is this?
Boring junk. This is so dumb. Yeah.
I'd rather have either make a movie or just give me a 3-episode miniseries of the good shit.
Right. Yeah.
But I think they have these 8 episodes. We got to fill them, and then all right, well, you don't have to.
You don't have to. Oh well, I hate to do this, Eddie, because really good Star Wars talk, but. Oh, actually, if I say this real quick.
Oh, please.
Before we go,
I
want to give a quick update to all the Ramblers Got my blood work done, and the cancer markers came back undetectable. So that was very nice. I want to thank you all for the constant well wishes.
Look at you.
Still waiting on more test results, but at least that was nice to have that be that get good news there. So yeah, but still waiting on some more.
How long's this battle been going on?
Fuck, 3
2 years, 3 years,
3.5 years now. Yeah.
April 2021.
Yeah, April 2021. So 3, little past 3 years.
Wow,
now.
look at that.
Ooh. But anyway, so just want to thank you guys for all the well wishes and stuff.
Good stuff.
Thank you. So Eddie, again, now the bad part.
Skeletor. I don't even know what to ask you. I know we're in the middle of summer here.
Yeah.
On Earth, we're all doing our vacationing, and I'm actually at my parents on a vacation. Do you have any travel plans this year, this summer coming up? Anything, any places you want to visit?
Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. I'm actually about to hop on a plane, and but actually a plane that goes through an interdimensional portal, and I'm gonna meet an old buddy of mine. If you might want to guess where this is going, huh? I'm gonna hop on It's a planet that's one big city, and there's a diner in that city. And I'm going to go there, okay?
A 1950s diner.
A 1950s diner, and yes, absolutely, in a giant city made of a giant planet that's a city that happens to have a 1950s diner with a droid who happens to be like a 1950s, like she'd be fucking a biker in a 1950s biker movie.
Right.
If all that makes sense. That's where my plans are going to be. Well, those are my plans, and I'm going to just be, let's be honest. It's going to be Nutsack City, baby. Nutsack City. It's a whole city of Nutsack, if you get what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't know, but my nutsacks are delicious.
He's got more than one.
Ooh. Yeah.
Hold on. I bet you're wondering where. One last thing I want to mention. I'm going to take this I'm going to fly a plane into an interdimensional portal. Mm-hmm. Now you would think there's nowhere in Eternia big enough to house such a portal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead and ask me where the portal is, because it's the giant portal. Go ahead and ask me.
Where is it?
He-Man's mother's pussy. It's so big. You could fit 4 of those. We're the city, but a planet inside that twat. And fucking gore.
Okay. Send a snob, Cody.
Let's get him on the run.
Let's get him, please. 2 nutsack decks is what they used to call me.
Nobody ever called him that. Nobody ever called him.
2 nutsacks. Okay. I actually have a third inside this chin of mine. A third nutsack that I can kind of protrude out of this Peter Gammons-like chin of mine. Mitch McConnell-y, Peter Gammons-y chin. Poor Peter Gammons. What did he do?
We know what McConnell did, and he deserves it. But what did poor Peter Gammons do?
Why did Peter Gammons have to get lumped in?
Peter Gammons didn't deserve that. If I can take McConnell out to the woodshed, I don't give a fuck. But, poor Peter Gammons. He just loves baseball.
He loves baseball, and he loves that extra nutsack in his jowls. Okay. Fuck.
I don't.
Me.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. 5 days a week. Patreon.com. The Ralph Report.
Right.
Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper. And then also on Fridays, Not Today with Jen Sturger.
You can catch me in all the same Ramble locales. You can catch Eddie and Cody. I'm streaming games. Retro Rocha on Kick and Twitch. Just my name on YouTube. Have a great weekend. We hope you all had a great 4th in the States. Congratulations to those in England who don't like conservative dipshits. You all kind of pulled one off there. Good for you.
Who saw that their party ruined their country and fucking finally ended it.
Finally, crazy. So.
Crazy.
Oh man, good for them. Gee, see what conservatives can do when you give them time and power. All right, we love you.
Can fuck up a country.
Stay safe. We'll have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Until then, take care, everybody.